Today I will be taking you through one of the most unique and famous murder trials ever, the trial of O.J. Simpson. I've been interested in this trial for a number of years, and I've watched many documentaries on it, including the People vs. O.J., and it's on Netflix, and it gives a great representation of how the trial was and everything that went into it. I've also talked to a few people that actually lived through the trial and watched it on TV every day and got their experiences and how they felt about it. I'll take you through the prosecution, the defense, and the final verdict. First, I will talk about the prosecution. The prosecution was made up of Marcia Clark and Chris Darden. Marcia Clark served as lead counsel. Marcia and Chris were gifted with an abundance of evidence against O.J. Simpson, including fingerprints, blood. Also, there was evidence of Nicole, the victim, one of the victims, being beaten, or had, and she had a 911 call where she was talking about O.J. trying to kill her. So the prosecution was sitting well early in the trial. They did make a few mistakes as the trial was going on. One of those was the glove, when they had O.J. try on the gloves that were the same size as the ones found on the crime scene, and the gloves didn't fit O.J. So that was a big blow for the prosecution. But they were sitting pretty early with all the evidence. And Chris Darden was a black man, and I guess it was a strategy used to show the mostly black jury that a black man was going against O.J. Yeah. Now I'll talk about the defense. The defense was made up of, the defense was nicknamed the Dream Team, and it had some of the biggest names in law at the time, and Johnny Cochran, Robert Shapiro, Robert Kardashian, F. Lee Bailey, and Alan Dershowitz were the members, along with some others. Facing all the evidence, they decided to play the race card and make the case strictly about race, because at the time in Los Angeles, race was a big issue, and it was around the Rodney King incident in 1992. The defense was gifted an opportunity when one of the detectives on the scene, actually he was the first one, Mark Furman, there was tapes coming out of him using racial slurs over and over again. It made the prosecution's job a lot harder. The verdict is next. The verdict was on October 3rd, 1995. It was nearly a year and 4 months after the crimes were committed. O.J. was acquitted of the murders of Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman. The verdict was decided upon the jury in less than 4 hours and was a landslide victory for O.J. The fact that the country was currently in a racial divide helped O.J. a lot win the trial. In conclusion, the O.J. trial was one of the most infamous trials ever. All the evidence that was put forth and O.J. still got off. It was Johnny Cochran that walked away looking like a genius for all that he came up with to distract the jury from the evidence. Thank you for listening.